What's going on, guys, and welcome to the second Forzathon event for Forza Motorsport 7. In this event, you'll be able to score yourself some nice prizes from the Forza Edition Mercedes C63 and the Porsche Speedster. Now, I do have to point out that this Forzathon event is a bit messed up, but I took some time to figure it out, although my method might not work for you since it feels like everyone is completing things completely different. Now, this event will be running from November 22nd through December 8th, which means you have over 2 weeks to smash them out. So let's go dig into the overview of these challenges. In the first one, you need to achieve over 180 miles an hour on Homestead. For this, I would actually grab a Porsche because you can also link this with a challenge below to score 15,000 drift points on a single lap in a Porsche. Here I decided to fully upgrade a Porsche 911 GT2 RS since it can already achieve this top speed. To combine these challenges, I went into free play mode and set up a 6-minute drift session to test this combination. It did work out beautifully, but there is one thing I need to point out because this didn't actually work the very first time. After you completed the drift race, you'll need to hit next race instead of quit. I have noticed during the last event that quitting doesn't count towards your progression. It might be different for everyone, but that's what I have noticed. During this Forzathon, I decided to hit quit to see if it would count, and it did not work whatsoever, and I tried it 3 times. So I went back, done both challenges again, but this time I selected next race to count towards my progression, so keep that in mind. For the second challenge, you'll need to complete 6 laps at Daytona. I would personally use the same Porsche because you can also combine this towards the challenge below, that is, if it's activated. So jump into free play mode and set a 6-lap circuit race on the oval, and after you completed it, you'll need to hit the next race button. If it doesn't activate correctly like mine did, where the Daytona race didn't show that it was completed, then you would need to restart your game because then it will show that you have done it correctly. But somehow it gave me a free race in the second section below, which I'm not even going to question that. Anyways, you have 2 choices. You can complete this one right now before you move any further in this video, or you can do the exact same thing that I did next. And the third challenge above is to complete 3 races in a Forza P1 Division car. Now this ranges from the prototype Audis and the prototype Porsches, so I would choose either the 2017 or the 2015 Porsche 919. This will help you finish this challenge, and it can also help you finish this other challenge to win the Porsche Speedster. Now to knock these 3 challenges out, I would set up a 30-second timed race with a few drivatars to finish up this challenge that I'm pointing to right now. The first one I used the Daytona Oval since I was already there, but any track will work to complete this challenge. However, the other challenge below, you'll need to switch over to the Nurburgring GP layout and do a 30-second timed race. Now, if you're having trouble, then I would extend the timer to a minute or even longer because you will have to win this race. I got it by bashing my way through drivatars within 30 seconds, but that's just me. Now, depending on how Forza is going to record your progress, it might take a few game restarts for it to function correctly. After completing 2 timed races, I have managed to get this one and the other one completed on the lower bar to attain the Speedster. So I would run one more 30-second timed race to complete the one above to move on to the last challenge. For the last challenge is to win a race in a Hypercar Division vehicle. For this, I use a Top Gear test track since that's where I ended up at, but any track will work. As for my vehicle choice was the Porsche 918. Now for my track settings, I decided to add an extra minute to my timed race since I figured I wouldn't be able to claim first within 30 seconds. And sure enough, I'm glad I did add some more time. After I claimed first, I unlocked the Mercedes. Well, that pretty much wraps up everything that you need to know for this Forzathon event for Motorsport 7. So I hope you found this pretty useful, and I'll see you next time.